Right, hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got what I believe should be quite a simple fix. As you can see, there's a little mark down the bottom here, and if I remember rightly, I say remember because this 2DS has been sat on a shelf for a good, well, a couple of months. Let's see, does it read a cartridge? It does, he says. Yeah, but I believe the touch screen is not as it should be. So I'm just going to try and calibrate it. And as you can see, it's refusing to let me calibrate this. And I think that could be due to whatever this is. Yeah, so I'm going to get this apart. No point really turning it off because I'm going to take the back cover off and remove the battery. But not with this screwdriver, because that's a tri-wing. Phillips screws on the back, and I think Phillips screws on the inside of this one actually. That'll be my fingernail. Yep, let's have that off. This will need a good clean up once we're done here. Obviously the SD card works because you saw Super Mario on the screen there, so we know that's good. Now I'm just going to go through and undo all these screws. There's still plenty of screws on the desk from a project I'm in the middle of for that Game Boy Color. Haven't gone back to it yet. I might look into that again tomorrow. But for now, I'm hoping this should be a nice, quick and simple guide on how to replace the digitizer on a 2DS. So I've got a little magnet over here somewhere. Let's take off the screws that were stuck to it, and 1, 2. Pop those all out of the way. So we should have all of the screws out from this top plate. That can come off. Just reach in, pop the little ribbon connector up and take the camera out. And fold that back down. This is one of the early models because it's not got built-in Wi-Fi. It's got a replaceable Wi-Fi card. Take these side pieces off. Take those little I want to take them out because even though they're difficult to get out, they'll probably just fall out whilst I'm working on it. And then I'll lose them. And I mean, to be honest, in 7 or 8 minutes time when I go to put this back together, I'm going to forget to put them in. Well, I normally do anyway, so we can all have a good laugh at me for removing them, not losing them, then forgetting to put one or both of them in. So if we just zoom into here, we've got screen cables to remove. Carefully, I hasten to add, because this screen actually works, and that's a rarity on a 2DS, because they normally just get smashed. And I say there's only one screen on a 2DS. On the XL 2DS, there are two screens because it folds in the middle. This one, the slate one, however, only has one screen. It looks like there's two. Now if I scoot this over here, we'll just lift that up as well, pop the analog stick out and fold that back down, and then I am going to take out all of these screws that are dotted around on this system because they take forever, and I'll be back when the screws are out. Okay, so the screws are out. Just pop this off now, lift that up, and then we can take the board away. Now on here I'm going to push from the front on the plastic screen very carefully, and I should be able to carefully, he says, lift this out. Because this I want to protect, whereas this, we can still see that little mark on there on the inside. So let's pull that off. I'm really not sure what on earth caused that strange mark on it, but either way it needs to come off. To put this back in, and I need to get a replacement 2DS touchscreen out. Not two, just one. Put this other one back. Oh goody, I won something else broken. In the coming weeks we will have another Xbox 360 to look at. So that's going to go there. If I can line it up properly, yep, and just peel that off, get that back on there. Make sure there's no dust on here. And then simply drop that back in there. Now that's sat back down, let's get the motherboard in. sure this sits down properly. Up, and I've forgotten one of the cables, which I've managed to put under the screen. Brilliant. Let's just pull that one back out. There we go. And get this one back through here. Right. Okay. I'm going to put this back on the top and screw it back together. Well, that's the last screw screwed in for the time being. I need to get this Wi-Fi card put back down. Then I need to reinsert these ribbon cables and put the analog stick back in place. That's my first job. See you later, Dave. That's my mate next door, just heading off home. There we go, that's that one in. That one in. Then we've got a couple here. So that should be those done nicely. We've got to get the analog stick back in place. Let's just quickly, no, that's okay. We don't need to replace that. A couple of screws. Lift that back up, and perhaps I should have fitted this before screwing it down, because it looks a little bit awkward, but no, we're in. So before I put this back together, I am going to plug the battery in, turn it back on, get to settings and make sure that the touchscreen is all as it should be. Right, let's retry that, and I'll look at it head on. Yep, that's much better. So touchscreen's been calibrated, that's successfully replaced that. So let's get to putting the rest of it back together. These are always a flipping nuisance. there's one. That's two. Obviously these will just clip on. Oh, hang on, see, I nearly done it again, look. These little things. One in the bottom corner there. One in the bottom corner over here. There you go. Right, these back in. Let's wind the volume all the way up. Yep. Just I'm a little bit concerned about that volume switch. That was pushed. You can't see it now, but the little nubbiny bit that moves, that grey bit there, was pushed all the way up there, so it wouldn't clip on. So I'm hoping that works. If not, it will be coming back apart again shortly, and we'll replace that. So let's get the camera in place. Back on, and then before we do anything else, which literally the only thing else I've got to do is put the screws back in and put it together, so I'm just going to turn it on, go and test the camera out, make sure that works, make sure the volume, no volume, yep, volume slider works, R and L, push both together, it should open the camera. I want to see front facing and rear facing cameras. Yeah, I know, because it's on the desk somewhere. So that's the rear camera, lovely, and inner cam. Yep, there's the phone. So everything's working on there. Superstar. Well, that was a nice quick one. How to swap round the digitizer on an original 2DS. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you around in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.